and welcome to my March update. It is Sunday, March the 18th, we're on the 19th. It's due for my February March update. I'm Maureen Quinnell. That's my YouTube channel. It's just called Maureen Quinnell. So without further ado, I will tell you about what I've been up to for the last month. I have got not one, but two finishes. And two fully finished, framed by myself. I do apologise. Finishes, which I'm very excited about. I'm very relieved about. Both of these are needed they were for gifts for upcoming events. One on Saturday, one actually the week after. We're actually going to give it to her this week. So I was like, oh, right, let's get this framed. So I'm very pleased about that. So I will start off with one of said finishes. Now this is just because it's the first one here. Hoping that I'm hoping this is going to show up. Okay. Right, so if I leave it there. Yeah, so this is, it's a wedding gift for a friend and work colleague Laura. It actually says Laura and Ross. Apologies, I backed from. And obviously the wedding date. So this was from, I'll just see if I can actually find the original picture. Bear with me a second. Alright, delve down. So this is okay, so I'm just going to show you. So this was originally obviously the middle one. It says peace and love. So I just obviously changed the names up and then put the date in there. This is Marjorie Massey, Inspiration Quaker. And there's 6 different ones. And this was just one I had in my stash. I don't know where I got it from. And I just had looked through it and I was like, oh, I really can't do. Sorry, my face is all shiny. Doing a Quaker heart. So, hence why. So, I changed, obviously, just changed the dates. My one bugbear is, and I know I charted it all out and I rearranged it all and everything like that, but I'm really annoyed. I just wish it was a couple of rows further up. Once it all came together, I was like, oh, how's that so far down? Because when I had originally charted it, it was further up. Anyway, once it was all done, funnily enough, didn't really fancy undoing it all. So we went with it. Now this was stitched on. It was a piece of sparklies. It was a fabric of the month called Slightly Summer. So it was a really, really white with just the tiniest little bit of blue. And then the threads, see, maybe I shouldn't before. It looks all navy there, but it's actually variegated. It's Threadworks. I think it's just navy blue. Anyway, loved it. One skein of thread. There was still plenty left over, so very economical and stitched up lovely. So I'm very chuffed with it. Frame courtesy of Wilkinson's. And a wee frame job myself. And I did do the whole onto sticky adhesive paper, so it had to come up okay. You never want to see what my framing looks like. Oh my god, it's just like cut it up, stick it on, shove it in. But hey, it looks pretty. I would love to get everything professionally framed, but I'm just, well, quite frankly, I'm not spending money on it. Spend it on myself if I'm going to be looking at it in my house for the next however many years. But as a gift, if you want to go and get it professionally framed, feel free. Otherwise, it's a gift. So, that was one. This is number 2. Sorry, I'm just going to slip it off. Cold otherwise. And this is my Zara. That actually says Zara, obviously, because the dog's name's Zara. And this was a heritage craft. I'm maybe going to shut this blinds in a minute because it's a little bit bright. Heritage Crafts Black Lab. It was just a chart. I think they do them as kits, but I managed to get it as a chart one year, I think, at a stitching show. can't remember. And then obviously I just added the name in. That was fun. I thought, oh, well, to me, just find a nice alphabet I like. And then I thought, oh, I'll stitch it over one because it'll make it darker. It'll make it more, right. Yeah, and then I didn't quite space it right, so I'm trying to take out over one on black. Yeah, I was getting slightly frustrated at this stage. Anyway, it's all done. Again, framed rather badly, unfortunately. Yeah, if you could actually see it, it looks good from a distance. Just don't look at it close up. I'll tell us to put it on a far away wall. But I'm very pleased with it. I showed it to my brother. I messaged him the other day and I said, oh, I've done this. And he was going, oh my god, you'll love that. And I was like, right, cool. I'm glad you think that. So happy birthday, sis. Sorry, I'm just going to go and close blind this day. So, those are my two finishes, one of which I will give this week, and the other. The other we're going for lunch on next Saturday. So that'll be nice. So I'm going to do that next Saturday. And that's that. So, otherwise, so that took me up. I finished up Quaker Heart last week. Last weekend, probably? Yeah, last weekend. So, that was it. I just stitched on those two. I stitched on those two. So I have my handy diary here, my £1 diary from the pound shop. It's a gravy thing. So I never used, I normally don't keep a diary, but just was seeing a lot of people doing bullet journals and everything. I was like, oh, that's far too much like hard work. But I thought, oh, I know, I'm going to keep a diary because I'm doing quite a lot of stitch alongs, so it's quite good just to keep an idea of what's going on. So I really like it, so I just keep a note of what I've stitched. So it's quite good to look back. So I finished up Black Lab. I finished up at the end of February. So then I concentrated on my Quaker Heart. On the 5th of the month I did full coverage. So that was my Cartographica piece, but there really isn't much to show you. It was just one day, it's hardly worth taking it out and getting it back in. So then I finished off again the week after, carried on with my Quaker Heart. I had some days off of work, so that was nice. I just had 3 days off during the week, and when you work Monday to Friday, you really appreciate your days off during the week. It's just trying to do everything on a Saturday. It's just, it's a pain in the backside, to be quite frankly. So Joe had like an eye test. That's my son. He had an eye test, a haircut, got him new clothes, dragged my husband and got him even have a haircut. Thank God, it was looking awful. He went for eye test. Haven't been for eye test for years. Got him sorted. Got my nails done. They didn't have any nudes. I just went for a little French manicure. They're gonna get done again next week. Just for the sheer hell of it. They were like, "Are you going anywhere?" No, I'm just getting them done just for the sheer hell of it. And oh my god, I could so easily be a lady of leisure. People say, "Oh, I get bored." No, no. As long as you have something to focus on each day, like you have one appointment each day, you're like, right, well, I'll go and do that appointment and then I'll come back. That's me. I'm a happy chappy. So I did lots of other stuff. What did I write in my diary? Oh, I had clothes to recycling. Changed the chair covers. I've got my dining room chairs, which are just over there. I have like fake brown leather on them, and it's all worn away. It's been worn away for years, and I eventually found the bag with the fabric, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. So I did actually do them. Then I ran out of staples. It's just a staple gun. It's very therapeutic, that poof. Yeah, so I actually finished that today. I ordered some more staples. Finished that today. Unfortunately, I only got 2 of them. But another job ticked off the list. So what did I do? Right, that was it then. So that brought us up to last week, which is the 13th of March. And on Many a Mirabilia group, they were doing a stitch along. I think it was a shamrock stitch along, so it was green. So I was like, great. I will use my Maidens of the Seasons Winter. Because not only is it on green fabric, there's green in it. So I dug it out because I did start it a while ago, but just with other stuff, it's just never really progressed. So I spent the last week doing that. And oh my God, see, having spent since Christmas, since like, well, New Year's, working on something that I had to get finished, this is so much nicer. It was just, I'm like, I'll do this a little bit. And you know something, if I only do an hour on it, I only do an hour on it. The whole having the pressure. Sorry, just gonna have to put a second. Hi. Right, so I'm back now. I went, got interrupted. My daughter came down. We had said we'd go for ice cream. So we went to a great little place in Ayr called Ronaldo's and got some really nice ice cream. I had some with sea salt caramel and macadam crunch, which is like honeycomb and raspberries. Oh my God, delicious. So anyway, got distracted, did that, came back, went to carry on videoing, started to do it, kept getting loads of interruptions because kept them down and just generally annoyed me. So I'm just going to abandon that and start again. And I was in the kitchen doing the washing up there and I thought, oh, actually the light in here is a lot better than in the living room. So, you know, I'm just going to spend 10 minutes just going over where it was at. So, I think before I left I was talking about Mirabella's. So I finished up Quaker Heart. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I can't remember what I just said. So I finished up Quaker Heart, and so this week was Mirabella's Essential Shamrock Shenanigans, I think it was, on a mini Mirabella Facebook group. So I decided to stitch my Maidens of the Season Winter. I'm just reading it. So this is she. I'm not going to say girlfriend because it's a bit of an instance. So to be honest, there's only a tiny little bit more on the top of the frame. So this is her. She's stitched on 32 count sparkly even weave in Maelstrom, which is gorgeous. So obviously it was shamrocks, it was green fabric, green threads. So I'm just working on her bottom half. It's so relaxing. I'm under no pressure with this. This is just mine. It's just for whenever I feel like stitching on it, and I'll just work my way through it. Just kind of working. I'm kind of doing it row by row, just kind of meandering down by her skirt. But oh my God, not working to a time scale. Whereas with the other two, it was just like boom, boom, boom. Right, I need to get these done. I need to have them done. This row done by this week, and this row but done by this week. It was like really pressure. So decided this is just lovely, just doing whatever I want. Now obviously, so last week also fell the 17th of March, which means it's the new year, new start. No, not new year, new start. Just start. 2017 starts on the 17th. So, I decided, as I was doing a Mirabella anyway, it's Mirabella week, I would do the corresponding one of this, the autumn. Bear with me just a second while I go and pop that on. Okay, right, I found it. So, as I said, this is the corresponding fabric. I just got one piece of fabric, use it with them. So, this is my start on autumn. Obviously, very autumnal colours. That's a tricky one, that. So I'll quickly show you the picture. I haven't seen it already. So obviously this is the winter I'm working on, this half down here. I just started right bang in the middle there, so we'll just come meander down there at some point. I'm really pleased with the way that's turned out on the green. I did do spring and summer years ago, but at the time I didn't really know about hand-dyed fabrics, and I was a bit oblivious to all of that. So they're just done on the kind of called for beige khaki kind of colour. They're really nice. But again, spring and summer are both on matching fabric, and those two are matching fabric. I did them all separately because my plan was always that I would just have one up for each season. I've got a thing about seasons. I've realised this. I've bought those. I've bought Heaven and Earth I think it's Josephine Law. I think it's called Labyrinth. Don't quote me on that. In my head there's a little labyrinth on them. And there's 4 of them. And there may be story keeps or there may be minis. I think there may be story keeps. Anyway, again, there's 4 of them. 4 seasons. I have bought... Oh, I did buy the other week another Tilton Crafts. It was a Mucha. Art Deco kind of lady. I bought spring. I bought winter not that long ago. So I just have the other 2 for those. I am obsessed with... I haven't even realised this. It was only when I bought that I thought, oh my god, I keep doing this. I love those. I love all the monthly ones as well. Just my kind of thing. Because I always quite like the idea of kind of rotating the pictures around, you know, rather I mean, I know you do a lot of time, but it's nice to have a little change every so often. And when they come back out, it's like, oh, I forgot about you. So that was that. So as far as stitching goes, that's really been it. Just the 2 pieces I finished in the Mirabella. So other than that, I bought a couple of little pieces. One of them, I'm sure if you'll have seen already if you have watched Flosstube. I always want to call him Brit Stitch, but obviously his name's Flosstube. And it is, sorry, backwards. But we can read backwards. Verandas of South Battery by Barbara and Cheryl. Now these are old ones. I don't actually. I'm just going to see if it's got. It doesn't have a date. Oh, no, 1994. So I don't normally buy stuff like that straight away. I normally just put it on my Pinterest board, which grows and grows and grows every week, and then occasionally buy something. But I just thought, oh, this is an old chart, and I was kind of getting tricky to hard find, and I found it off on Etsy, very nicely done Etsy, and it came. It is ginormous. I'm sure you'll see but Stitch done it. It's like, oh my god, it's actually like, it's massive, and it is. Let me see. 440 by 105 stitch count. 16 count, because I probably would do it on 32, is 27.5 by 6.5 inches. 27.5. That's 12 inches to foot. I'm kind of between metric and imperial. 12 inches to foot, so that's 2 foot. So yeah, I have no idea where I put it. But I'm buying a big bit of fabric for it. But I'll probably just do that on a. Actually, I started looking and I found all these amazing hand-dye fabrics. I really wish I could remember the name of the place. If I do, I will put a link to it. I did link them. I did bookmark them because we're like, oh my god, all these amazing like kind of sunsets and gardens and oh, just beautiful. I'd actually just get fabric you wouldn't want to stitch on it. They were quite pricey and I was like, okay, that's not happening with that. I got a bit carried with myself. So again, yeah, that's one that'll get done. No, lovely. So got my fabric in one from Sparklies. Yeah, don't know why I bother showing this. Anyway, as you'll see, it's very pale. It's very pale. It's mottled. It's got kind of greens and kind of yellows and beiges through it. It's all very, it's kind of quite more of a green sheen to it, I would say. But as soon as I saw it, I thought I had bought my Artisty last week. Two charts got from Artisty last month, which were Gina and Summerwin, and I just was like, oh, that's just ideal for it, Gina. So she's gonna go into my stitch along, the one in April. There's one of the ones is for her birthday. It's one of the ones for birthday. It's something birthday related. I bought it on my birthday. I bought it for myself on my birthday. That's as good. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to that. So that's it. Really that. Stitching plans. Carry on with Mirabella for the rest of the month. Chatelaine in April. And do a stitch along for Jess Marie and try and incorporate as many whips as I can for that. I'm now going to go make some dinner. That's why I didn't wash it up. The Wellington here is much better. And catch up with some telly. And that's me.
really until next month. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully next month I probably won't have that much to show you. I'm just going to be sticking to my 2 or 3 pieces. So that's it. Cheery bye for now, and we'll see you in April. Night night.